Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. You got Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, right here on the air, live and in person, broadcasting throughout the state of Florida. Hey, maybe you're down in the Tampa Bay area. Maybe you're all the way down to Cape Coral. I reached down to Cape Coral, up to Lakeland, Florida. Hot properties. Bartow. How do you like it in Bartow? I'll tell you what, I'd spent some time in Bartow. There's some good deals to be had out there. Haines City, Bartow. There's all kinds of great places that you can buy. And then my WDBO, of course, I reach all the way up to Daytona Beach. If you decide you want to stream this, then you can hear me anywhere you want and you get quality. I don't think the AM is quite the reach that FM can get. So if you have HD in your car, you can go to 107.3 HD FM and you can hear me there. And I've even gotten as far up as I think St. Augustine. Thanks for listening to me today. What a beautiful hot day. One of them typical Florida scorchers. And I just want you to know that the Loner Ranger is right here and I'm ready to help you navigate your next purchase or refinance transaction. Who's refinancing right now and should you refinance? First of all, if you are looking to reduce your interest rate, if you are not currently in the sevens, just hold off. Just hold off. I know I'm the only mortgage guy telling you not to refi right now. And here's why. Because I want to always make sure that my listeners can count on me and they can trust that this is not a sales pitch, or else I'd be telling you, get your application made today. So if you're looking to reduce your interest rate and you're in the sevens, I'm going to encourage you to get on my VIP watch list. How do you get on my VIP watch list? Well, I created a watch list that were for my current clients, people that I had closed a loan for in the past. And most of them are folks that have bought or refinance between now and back to about February, March of 2022. You fall into that category. I have opened up my VIP watch list for any of my radio listeners. So what do you get? You're going to get no lender fees. You're going to get reduced closing costs, reduced interest rate, and you are going to benefit. But I'm not going to encourage you to do it right now. If you're looking to refinance to lower your rate or eliminate PMI, the Fed is not going to drop. They decided not to drop rates this month. We knew they weren't. There was like a 100% chance they wouldn't. So all eyes are focused on September. September is your target. Now, do I think that they're going to go down as soon as the Fed cuts the Fed rate in September? No. If they're going to go down, you're going to start to see that a little earlier, probably early September or late August. But I don't think that's the prime time. I honestly think that probably closer to November or December, we might see a little bit more of a dip in interest rates. So if you're looking to refinance right now and lower your rate, wait, get on my VIP list. Call or text 407-706 3313 or 813-213-4009, or get your application started at webringyouhome.com. I'll put you on hold. I don't mean put you on hold on the phone. I mean that we're going to park you. I want to see your mortgage statement. I want to get your information, and then we're going to set you up so I have a target rate that's going to benefit you most. And then we'll just wait for that. And when the time is right, I'll lock your rate in when the time's right. Now, for those of you that got a little too friendly with the Amazon guy and the FedEx lady, and you got a lot of packages being delivered to your house, and you've accumulated a little too much debt, I want to talk to you about a debt consolidation loan. Because the one thing you don't want to do is be late on any payments. I don't care if it's a $5 payment to Finger Hut. If you're late, you're late. It doesn't matter whether it's $1,000 a month payment, a $10,000 a month payment, or a $4 payment. A late counts the same no matter what. And if you're late, Your credit card company will not fix it for you. Just because you've been with them for 15, 20 years, they don't care. They will show you late. Then you will eliminate all of your possibilities on refinancing to a lower rate and taking advantage of the rates when they drop. So if you're loaded up with car payments, boat payments, credit card debt, whatever it is, if you've got equity in your home, I want you to call me today and let's get your application started. Let's look at how much money can I save you per month. So one of my favorite clients, I won't tell your last name. Her name is Judith, actually. Judy calls me and says, I want a debt consolidation, but I don't want to touch my first mortgage. I got a 3.5% 30-year fixed rate and my payment's only $1,500. I owe $300,000 on the house. $1,500. It's a good payment. She says, I've got 2 car loans. They add up to about $1,200, and I got $1,500 a month in credit card debt. And I'd like to borrow on a home equity line of credit about $25,000 to $50,000 to fix my house up. Well, that new loan for the equity line would be about $300, $350 a month. So when I added up all of her debt plus giving her that $25,000, her nut a month was right at $5,000. And right at $5,000. So she didn't want to refi the first mortgage. And I didn't blame her because she was at 3.5%. And so I looked at that and I went, you know what? If I do a home equity line of credit, I can definitely get your payments down a little bit, but not as much as you would like. So what are we going to do? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to look at refinancing the home and I'm going to run the numbers for you. And she's like, I know, but Bruce, I don't want to refinance it. I know you don't. I ran the numbers on refinance. I was able to pay off her house, both her cars, all of her credit cards, and give her $25,000 to do home improvements. It dropped her total debt from $5,000 a month to $2,500. I saved her $2,500 a month. Now, she's like, okay, now I understand why you wanted me to do it that way. So I went ahead and I put the whole refinance together, refinanced her, saved her $2,500. Called her up and I said, Judy, are you happy? She goes, I am so happy. You are saving me a ton of money. The only thing I didn't like about it, Bruce, is I hate to pay my cars off over 30 years. I said, Judy, don't pay them off over 30 years. I said, I just saved you $2,500 a month. If you put that $2,500 a month toward the mortgage that I just redid for you, your mortgage will be paid off in 8.3 years. She's like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, yeah. Then you have no car payments, no credit card debt. Your whole house was fixed up and you don't even have a mortgage in 8.3 years. She says, I love that, Bruce, but I like saving some money a month too, because it was getting a little bit much for me. So I said, how about saving $500 a month? You put an extra $2,000 a month towards your mortgage. You're still saving $500 a month and your house is paid off in 10 years. And she's like, Bruce, you know what? I'm retiring in 10 years. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So she's accelerating her new debt and she'll have no debt, including a house, by the time she retires in 10 years. Don't you want to be debt free? Don't you want to be debt free? Honestly, can we get you into a position where you can be debt free too? Because debt is the enemy of wealth.
Come on, man.
And if debt is the enemy of wealth and you have the ability to consolidate debt and you would get on a plan. Now, you can't be one of those people that are going to go right back out and charge up all your credit cards again. If you do that, well, you'll just be back to me every 2 years to refinance. And if you know me personally, I don't want you to do that. Yes, I'm in the business of doing mortgages. Yes, I make a living by refinances and home purchases. But if you can't rely on me for honest advice that doesn't serve me and does serve you, then you should not use my services. You should go somewhere else to somebody you trust. But I can tell you this much. You will never get sold a bill of goods or a product or a program or anything from me that I don't strongly advise you to do. It is in your best interest. And when I have a client, you are my client. You are my only client. You are you are at the mercy of me for the best possible information advice you can get. And if you can't count on me for that, then I have failed you miserably. So I need to make sure that my clients completely trust that I've got their best interest in mind. And I will never give advice to somebody that isn't in your best interest. Neither will any of my employees. Believe me, I'll bet you I discourage people from doing things more than any other lender that I've ever known in my entire life. Why? Because you need somebody you can count on. That's why. You need a lender that you can count on, somebody that you can refer to your friends and your family and your children and your grandchildren. Speaking of children and grandchildren, you got any of them turkeys still living at home? Maybe they're renting a apartment or something right now. You know, there's no such thing as a rich renter. You will never get ahead in life. And if you are renting right now and you think renting is better or cheaper than owning, I'm going to tell you right now, I will show you the math and you are making a grave mistake. Even if you're paying $1,500 a month in rent, and your new house payment is $3,000, it's actually cheaper than the $1,500 a month. That's actually cheaper. And I'll show you why it's cheaper. So get your head out of the ground. If you're renting, you will never get ahead. And if you don't believe me, you look around the room. You look at the people in your office that are renting and you look at the people that own a home. I guarantee you the people that own a home have a lot more money than you do. They have money in equity and they have savings in the bank and they have a 401k. And then you take the renters, they have very little money in the bank and they have very little money in a 401k. Now, which school of thought are you? Which house do you want to live in? Because you can change it now. You just got to do the right thing. Follow the path. I will help you. I'll help your kids. I'll help your grandkids. If you plan on giving your kids or grandkids money when they retire and they're adults right now, show them the value of home ownership. Help them with the down payment on a house. You're going to give them money anyway. And you know what they're going to do with your inheritance when you die? And it ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty. So help them, show them the right way now. Put them in touch with me. Let them go through the mortgage process without you chiming in on everything that I do and say. Let me teach your children the value of money, the value of having good credit, and the value of being a good saver so that you can help them amass wealth and retire in a much better position. Do you know that if you buy your first home in your 20s, you have a 70% greater chance on retiring as a millionaire? 70% better chance. What do you think about those chances? Are you going to do it? Or are you going to sit on your butt and continue to be the same as you are today? If you know somebody that I can help, do me a favor. No, don't do me a favor. Do them a favor and put them in touch with me. 407-706-3313. I am the loan arranger, Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. 35 years lending in the lending industry, and I'm going strong, baby, helping people just like you and your friends. So don't miss out on these opportunities. There's a buying opportunity right now, and there's an opportunity for you to make money in this market. Tampa Bay, 813-213-4009, or WeBringYouHome.com. I will be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Do not go anywhere. I'll be right back.